In this video, all the action comes from Suzuka and Daily Race C, where the racing was controversial. Or at least for some people it was. And as you can see, I've qualified in P10, which, okay, it wasn't fantastic, but it's not bad either. And straight away you'll see what I meant when I said controversy, because it's to do with the choice of cars, or more specifically the fact that some people couldn't get the meta car. And so what? If you look now on the screen, you can see the guy in front of me is pretty much leaving me standing, and I've tuned my car and I'm in the meta car, but this guy has tuned it because this race had tuning in it. I mean, heaven forbid Gran Turismo had a race with tuning. Hell, that's what the game was designed on. But here you can see where tuning plays a benefit, because my car is tuned specifically for the slower corners, the slower part of the track, and I very easily take places. And you know what? So what? That's a good thing. I get those places, I've taken a couple of places, and now I'm looking at the guys in front of me and I'm catching up. I'm trying to be careful and not fouling anybody else and not push them off the track, so I don't get the place there. But as we go through the S's, my car, which was a high downforce, a high grip tune, really did shine. But you can see the guy there, you can see Mamba, his car was tuned slightly more for speed, and he got me easily on that corner. Okay, yeah, as we come up to here, he left the door, he left a little gap in the door, and I took it. A little bit cheeky maybe, but I'm having that. I'll take that all the time. And now I find myself behind Josephia. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, dude. But as I said before, now my car is tuned for grip, tuned for downforce. And as we come up to this bend here, you can see Josephia, whether it's for grip, whether it's just made a mistake by him, but he goes wide, drifts off the track, and that lets me take an easy move up in places. And thank you very much. I'll take some of that. But now, as we're coming down the long straight into 130R, and where my car in theory should be a lot better, and as we come up to 130R, you can see that the difference in the tunes is significant. Now, he obviously doesn't have enough downforce there, and let's see, his car just slides wide, whereas my car, more downforce, I stick it on the track and I managed to catch up right behind him. But now the advantage changes the other way. My car is not built for speed, I'm built for the slower parts, the high downforce sections of a track. His car is obviously more tuned for high speed, and he demonstrates, he just pulls away and he gains, well, all the advantage that he lost, he gained back just on that one straight. But you know what? That's racing. It's not something to be whinging about. On some sections of a track, people are going to be quicker. On some sections of a track, you're going to be quicker. Get over it. Just enjoy it. That's racing. And as we come through this section of the track, you can see that GT Super Cat, I apologise, is pushing hard. In fact, he's pushing harder than his car will allow him to go, and that allows me to catch up a little bit more. But now, as we come to the hairpin, you can see again the difference. A car like mine, with much better downforce, takes a corner quite easily, whereas he went wide, and that left the door open for me, and I took that place, and thank you very much. And as we go through 130R again, I take it quite well, which is not, can be said, for Dabek, just in front of me, who doesn't take it well, goes very wide off the track, loses all his speed, but that gives me a place, and I'll take a free place every day. Thank you very much. But now we come to a start-finish straight again, and it's just a matter for me of concentrating on the guys in front and catching up. But that's not my only problem, because if you take a little look behind me, you can see that the guys behind are not that far away, and they're pushing just as hard as I am. And like I said, at this point I'm pushing. I want to try and extend my lead a little bit, but as we go through the S's, I'm pushing a bit too hard. I'm pushing who? Too hard? puts me off the track. Now, Dabek, he gets the place back, he goes past. Luckily, Supercat doesn't. But now, I've got Phantax behind me, and he manages to give me a good old-fashioned punt and pushes me right into the gravel. Thanks for that, mate. Cheers. Now, after the push, Phantax just drives off and leaves me there, and I get taken out by Josephia from early on, who goes through me while I'm ghosted. Now, luckily, he actually spins out and lets me get my place back. Up ahead, you can see that Phantax actually got it all wrong, and at this point, he's driving like a bit of a pleb. He's all over the track. Now, I know my car coming into the hairpin has got really good grip, and I can go through here quickly, so I'm going to go for it. Now, I do, and to be honest, I'd say that collision was probably about 80% my fault, and hands up to that, I am sorry. But on the other hand, he didn't stop when he punted me off the track, so you know what, two can play that game, an eye for an eye and all that, and I'll keep the place, thank you. I'll see you later in the race maybe. And talking of later in the race, that's exactly where we're going to jump to. In fact, to the final lap and the hairpin, where I'm pretty much resigned to the fact I think I'm going to finish in 7th. Apart from here, where Bourbon, the German, gets it all kinds of wrong, and I end up getting another place for free. So I was in 7th, I'm now in 6th, and as you guys know, as I've said before, I'll take 3 places every day. And after that incident, we'll just fast forward a little bit, because unfortunately nothing else really noteworthy happens, apart from when we get here and I take the final bend and eventually cross the finish line to end up in 6th place, which for me was a net gain of 4 places. That's alright by me, thank you very much. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like this race, but personally I liked it. I love the fact we've got tuning back in Gran Turismo. For more great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.